So I can't really do justice to the illustrious career of the actor and activist that I have the pleasure to bring on stage next. She speaks out unsparingly against injustice, not just in front of the cameras, but out on the streets, where for decades she has been marched and raised her voice for causes in Los Angeles and across the country, advancing peace, women's rights, environmental justice, and self-determination in every sphere. She is not scared away from a cause by controversy, from leading protests with the Black Panthers, to agitating for peace in Vietnam, to bringing power, and I don't just mean political power, but actual physical power in the form of electric generators to Native American groups occupying Alcatraz Island. She has now taken on the planet-ending devastation of the fossil fuel industry. And that kind of unapologetic advocacy is really what the Rage for Justice is all about, which is why I can think of no one better to present the 2023 Activist of the Year Award. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Jane Fonda.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Wow. Thank you, I appreciate that. I am deeply honored to present my friend and colleague, Nalleli Cobo, with Consumer Watchdog's 2023 Activist of the Year Award. I have to thank the wonderful, essential Consumer Watchdog. What a great organization, boy. Let's give them applause. I want to congratulate you for making such a great choice for this award. Nalleli is the youngest recipient of this award, but don't let her youth fool you. She has lived, she's kick-ass all the way, and she has lived a lifetime, literally, as an activist, starting at the age of 9. When she decided to stand up against, here we go again, it's all about oil. She decided to stand up against the oil well, Alan Coe's oil well that was 30 feet from her home. At the age of 9, Nalleli organized a group, People Not Pozos, which is Spanish for wells, and led the campaign that closed down that well and ultimately will shutter every other oil well within 3,200 feet of a community in LA County. As you heard Governor Newsom say at the beginning of the program, Nalleli touches everyone who she comes in contact with profoundly. She was the poster child for the statewide ban on community oil drilling that Governor Newsom signed into law last year, as Senate Bill 1137. I'm going to diverge a little bit here because this is a really important thing that Nalleli and I want you to know about, in case you haven't already heard. Big Oil has managed to get a referendum on 2024, next year's ballot, that wants to overturn the very bill that keeps all new wells 3,200 feet away from communities, schools and playgrounds and churches and offices and hospitals. I mean, there was a huge celebration. It was a great victory when he created that bill. And the oil companies said to the people that they wanted to sign the petition to get the referendum on the ballot, if the governor's bill 1137 passes, it's going to make people really sick in communities. I mean, it's exactly the opposite. This is a fight that we cannot lose. Just think about it. If the oil companies win, really attacking democracy and attacking people's health, if they win in overturning the setback bill, this is going to go global. What happens in California goes everywhere. That's why everybody worries so much about California. We set standards on cars. That's what Detroit makes. That's what Europe makes. It's going to be very important. We can't let them win. They're going to spend $200 million to try to win this. So When you hear about it, if there's any way that you can join this fight, let me tell you what their website is. CA for California, VS for versus, Big Oil. CAVS Big Oil. That's the website. Tune in and understand what it is, and we need you. We need your bodies, we need your willingness to help, and we need your money. Nalleli and I are going to be traveling up and down the state together. I think I told you, right, Nalleli? Yes. I've been with Nalleli at rallies and workshops and events, and she is the quintessential activist, committed, authentic, sincere, and dogged. So effective an organizer that at the age of 14, because of the fight she was leading against the oil company across the street, she had to be put in a witness protection program at 14 because the oil company sent goons to trash the apartment and threaten her and so on and so forth. Her mom, Nellie, and her mom, Monique, work closely with Consumer Watchdog this year as advocates for legislation, Senate Bill 556, requiring that oil drillers who don't use the cleanest technology be presumptively liable for people who get sick from living near their wells. The campaign for the bill will continue in 2024. There are going to be a lot of things happening next year that are us versus oil, so keep your ear to the ground. Last year, Nalleli was honored with the Goldman Environmental Prize, the biggest, most significant environmental prize in the world. And she was also named to Time 100 Next 2022 list. Before I bring Nalleli to the stage, I would like to play a short video about her journey. I'm not really playing it, somebody is. Please play the video.